Hey, it's Mark Lanier with your video thought for the day. This week is Flourishing Week, talking about what it means to flourish and how we as followers of God can flourish in our lives. And winter is basically over in Houston where we live. And I've come out to kind of do an assessment of how things may be flourishing through the winter. You can see the apple trees are just beginning to bud here. And so we've got a number of little buds, and the number of buds already full. I'm sure the bees are doing their work, and that's exciting. They've made it through the winter. But I'm looking down at the ground. Look at all of this grass, all these kind of weeds. The weeds are flourishing as well. And it reminds me of Psalm 92, because Psalm 92 talks about how the wicked flourish. And you may be thinking through life and thinking, well, I'm trying to follow God. I want to flourish, but my life's not flourishing the way I'd like it to. By the way, speaking of flourishing, look at this kale. That's flourishing kale, isn't it? But yet mixed in with the Brussels sprouts here, look at all those weeds that just need to be pulled. The righteous will flourish in God, but evil people can flourish as well, the Psalm says. And the Psalm says that even though the evil flourishes, it's doomed for destruction. So the evil flourishes like grass or like weeds, and yet those are going to get pulled up, and those are going to get thrown into the compost pile, if not worse. And that's the thing about flourishing. We can understand how important it is to flourish in life, but if we start comparing us to them, you might see people who seem to flourish more so than you, even though they don't give a whit about God and what's true and right and pure and lovely and good. And our job is not to compare how we're flourishing with others. Our job is to walk in faith, knowing that what seems to flourish as evil is doomed for destruction. And what truly flourishes in a longer sense are things that are granted life. And so as I'm looking and surveying, I got a lot of trees where I'm not sure if they're going to come out yet or not. The grapevines are coming out. You can see them. They're going to flourish. But the trees, I hope the winter didn't kill too many of them. I know the weeds are flourishing regardless, and those will get destroyed. So I want you to think about flourishing today, but recognize that all that flourishes is not necessarily good, but all that lasts is. And that's your video thought for today.